Wild Wolf Brewery is the exclusive sponsor of AugustaFreePress.com. Coverage in the NCAA tournament in Madison Square Garden. Join us for the NCAA tournament games. Our lively sports bar features large screen HD TVs and a buzz time entertainment system. Wild Wolf Brewing Company, Nellisford, Virginia. Online at wildwolfbeer.com.
Keel's an elite defender, and you saw him make a couple plays early on a Keel, but we thought we had to switch over with a matchup with Mike. And I do think Anthony rolling his ankle, he couldn't move as well, and he gives us a little bit more offensive punch inside and can slide. So we were struggling a little bit because Evan's not quite defensively. It's a hard matchup for Evan, and it was. Besides the Keel, we didn't have anybody who could really match up. But he's a good player, and he played big in a big-time game.
Tony, I'm just reading body language, but when the game ended, you had your arms extended. It almost looked like you couldn't believe it was over.
Yeah.
You really felt like you were going to win until that last shot went wide.
Yeah. I didn't want it to end. I said it's a team. You know, there's teams you coach, and not saying you want them to end, but there's some teams it's just part of it. And this certainly was a team that you just didn't want it to end because they really were a joy to coach. They came every day. It's the way they worked and how they were, and they had something special. And for them to grasp it and play at the level they did, sustain their level of play from the Florida State game really till now is remarkable. That's what I look at, and I say, that's the measure of, to me, these young men that got the most out of their game, because they just didn't do it for 5 games. They did it from
22.
Yeah, or how call it how many? I'll even say 23. Is our 23rd one or not?
Yeah, I think you're right.
No, 18 and 3. That's 21 and 2. Yeah.
So you're much better than
but they didn't lay down today when they had chances to, and that's impressive that they would do that. Because a lot of teams go through those times, and they did. Those guys would follow us, and I like that. I really do. And this was a joy to coach in this game. This was one of those games that was just. It was hard fought. It was high level. It was, I'll maybe look at the tape and get frustrated. I could have done something better. I'll maybe get mad at a call here or there. Wish this, we didn't make some bunnies. There's things like that that'll be there. But the quality of the game, as far as how we have to play to be successful against a team that is playing some of its best basketball in the country, nothing to hang your head on.
When you tied it and Tom called timeout, were you all surprised he runs that play for Payne, shooting a 3? It looked like they ran the play for him.
Yeah, and we just were we had guarded that not early, but most of the game we were there on the catch. We were just a quarter of a step slow that gave him a little bit of rhythm to get up into his shot. But we had been bothering him, and I thought our guys really dug down most of that time to get those stops, and that was significant. And the one, and then the Trice, I was gonna say, right, that hit.
Earlier in the half.
Yeah, transition. That hurt, but. Again, you got to make plays down the stretch. We were trying that one at the end. We were trying to get Malcolm. I said, we're down 4. If they make the free throw, see if you can lift the guy up and draw a foul. And he actually pump faked, and we got close, but it wasn't. I wish they would have made their free throw because we had one more special play that at least would have got us a look. But they were smart to miss it because we couldn't.
Right.
Coach, what message did you send the players after the game?
After the game, were you that in the press room? I just said that. Come on. How proud I was of them. What they did stings now, but what they did will be remembered. And Joe and Akil, but this team, but Joe and Akil for the seniors, they left a legacy. They did it for a long time. They did things that have not been done in Virginia for quite a while, and they should feel good about that, and they'll always be part of this family. They really are. They're what's right about college basketball. I think Virginia what's right about college athletics. I like the academics. I like it, but two young men like that. I know I've been around a lot of players, been around a lot of situations, and they were a joy. This team was, but those two were a joy to coach. They gave everything.
That it took that kind of effort to finally beat you guys.
Yeah.
Is that a consolation?
Yeah, I mean, that was the thing. Don't lose, be beaten if you're going to go out, and we were beaten. And that's you're going to have to beat us, and that's the one thing that I believe happened. Again, maybe I'll change my tune if I watch tape, but I don't think so. I thought we laid it on the line.
Wild Wolf Brewery is the exclusive sponsor of AugustaFreePress.com's coverage in the NCAA tournament in Madison Square Garden.
At Wild Wolf, we pride ourselves on providing amazing food, award-winning beer, and a wonderful experience every time you visit. Located in Nelson County on Route 151, the 10-acre property has many unique features, making it a must-see destination. We're a made-from-scratch restaurant featuring many local ingredients. Our lively sports bar features large-screen HD TVs and a buzz-time entertainment system. Or join us for live music several days a week. The property offers something for everyone, including the kids and Fido. Come enjoy great food and beverages, live music, live trivia and poker tournaments, open mic, cornhole, brewery tours, and more.
Wild Wolf Brewing Company, Nellies Fort, Virginia. Online at wildwolfbeer.com.